Hi YouTube, welcome to the latest video coming to you from all things Hitman. My name is Reaper1. This is a Hitman lore video that I've been wanting to make for quite some time. This video is going to delve into the complex relationship between Agent 47 and Diana, the central characters from the Hitman franchise. This is a relationship that has been evolving for almost 2 decades, captivating gamers from around the world and harnessing them as they plunge themselves into the deeply immersive universe of Agent 47. This video will be analytically detailing every step of their long-lasting bond, and hypothesizing just where it could be headed.
Majestic, isn't it? I'm Diana. I'll take you to your quarters.
Someone likes to keep secrets.
Although Hitman 2016 and the recent Agent 47 Birth of a Hitman comics have provided us with the contradictory moment that 47 and Diana first meet, in actuality, it all began way back in the year 2000. Players were first introduced to Diana Burnwood as 47's ICA handler in the first entry, Hitman Codename 47. Initially, she fashioned absolutely zero emotional connection with 47. After all, she was just text on a computer screen. It was the same for the players. How can you relate to a character that's embodied by a paragraph of mission briefing? Clearly, Codename 47 did not focus much on narrative. It was a flagship game that mainly experimented with stealth gameplay, a goal it achieved astoundingly successfully for the day. This is why there was much more wriggle room for storytelling from Hitman 2 Silent Assassin onwards. The franchise had moulded a solid foundation for its gameplay formula with Codename 47. It was time to expand it into a living, breathing world. A crucial element of accomplishing this through narrative was by crafting the beginnings of the unwavering and heartfelt bond shed between Diana and 47. Hitman 2 Silent Assassin is arguably the most pivotal entry in the series. It most certainly set the definitive tone for Hitman narrative that future installments were inspired by and expanded off. It also deepened 47's character for the first time by giving him a clear conscience. Confused by his past evil deeds as an assassin for hire, and confounded by an existential crisis and lack of identity, 47 has imposed himself in exile and retreated to a Sicilian Catholic monastery for sanctuary after the events of Codename 47. Taken under the wing of Padre Vittorio, a priest and spiritual mentor, 47 searches in vain for a sense of purpose. Fatefully, Padre Vittorio is abducted by a local mafia chieftain and held at ransom. This puts 47 back in touch with the agency, and more importantly, Diana, who is no longer just text on a screen, by the way. She now has a voice.
47? This is Diana speaking.
An attractive, educated, upper middle class British accent. A voice that tells the player she is a distinguished and articulate young woman who is incredibly loyal to her employer, role, and cause. Players get the immediate sense that she and 47 are close, just by her reaction to 47 making contact again.
It's good to hear your voice again. We all thought you were dead.
You can hear the undercurrent of thrill in her voice. This demonstrates to players a new side to 47 they have not seen before. Despite being a cold, heartless gun for hire, he is liked and appreciated by the one person he works with in close quarters. This embellishes his status as an anti-hero. As Silent Assassin progresses and sets the stage of 47 as a globe-trotting, ghost-like assassin, Diana continually briefs him in the prelude to each mission.
47, Diana here.
She often includes personal remarks, empathizing with 47's position and doing all that she can to ensure he is content with his work.
Sorry that you've had so little luck at the mansion. It's really hard to tell where Vittorio was taken. We lost track of him in the airport.
She also assists him in the field on a live audio feed for the first time, such as when she advises 47 on which target to snipe in St. Petersburg.
Here's what I've got. The target is about 60 years old, a general in uniform. Do not execute until you have an absolute positive ID on the target, 47.
Although players never see her, the power of her eloquent voice that continually provides some sense of comfort to 47 on a highly stressful mission greatly increases players' appreciation of her character. It allows them to imagine her as more than just a faceless desk jockey typing mission briefings to 47. Her vocal interactions with him bring out his human side. Silent Assassin creating the relationship and rapport between 47 and Diana was a masterstroke by the Hitman writers. It really did allow players to see 47 as a three-dimensional and complicated human being. It made him much more relatable. It was an excellent launching pad for making Hitman one of the most beloved and long-lasting video game franchises to date. Things between Diana and 47 were not really expanded upon in the third entry, Hitman Contracts, simply because it was an indirect remaster of Codename 47. Many of the missions were remakes from the original game. Consequently, in terms of storytelling, there was not a lot of room to expand their storyline beyond what was already established between them in Silent Assassin. Instead, the writers focused more on the dark and gritty underbelly of the world in which 47 found himself, expelling the grime of humanity. This was a nice touch, because it explained much more clearly how 47 came to leave the ICA and seek sanctuary in Sicily. Diana continues to brief 47 verbally in the prelude to each mission.
All the pieces are in place, 47.
But this is just to provide continuity. There is no groundbreaking character development between them. Their bond certainly stagnates in Contracts. I believe this is also because there is no clear chronological story to the missions. It is just a random sequence of events as 47 comes in and out of consciousness. It is difficult to portray a growing bond between two characters when the timeline is convoluted by standalone events, with no interconnected story woven in. The only significant moment between Diana and 47 in Contracts is the final cutscene. They meet in person for the first time aboard a flight from Paris, destination unknown. Diana reveals that ICA is in hot water, losing many friends and allies. 47 threatens to leave and find a new employer if ICA cannot contain the situation. Diana then explains to 47 that he is the reason ICA is being singled out.
All of this pressure revolves around you. They're squeezing us to get at you.
Something or someone powerful is trying to get to him for reasons unknown. It is also revealed that Diana organised the doctor that treated 47's gunshot wound that plagued him throughout the entire game. This is the first evidence of Diana pulling strings to save 47's life, the first sign of how much she truly cares for him. Hitman Blood Money is considered by many to be the magnum opus of the series, the entry that has set the bar highest of any Hitman game, before or since. The story made a huge contribution to it receiving such a favourable reputation from both fans and critics alike. 47 and Diana were clearly at the centre of that story. As what had become customary, Diana continued to brief 47 before any mission.
Sending you down to the other end of the state, 47.
But now she played a much more active role in the narrative than just the omniscient voice that verbalised the mission details. What was distinctive about Diana's role in Blood Money was that she appeared on screen for the first time. Aside from the brief epilogue cutscene from Contracts, this had never occurred before.
It's dangerous to meet in person. You're normally more prudent. What's going on?
Looks like we've got a mole at the agency. Here's your briefing.
Thanks. I'll read it later.
Although her physical identity still remained a mystery, her on-screen presence was still felt, which consequently connected her far more emotionally with players. This, compounded with the nostalgic rapport she had built with players from previous entries, made her a very popular deuteragonist. She wasn't just an unseen guardian angel anymore. She was a femme fatale that had earned some serious respect in her Bellini heels, which had become an iconic representation of her class, tact, and intellect. It turns out that the elusive party, mentioned in the final cutscene of Contracts that is after 47, is a covert organisation known as the Franchise. Headed by a wealthy paraplegic named Jack Alexander, it is revealed that the Franchise intends to abduct 47, take samples of his bone marrow so they can obtain the perfect genetic blueprints for human cloning, and then eliminate and dispose of any trace of him to prevent anyone else from doing the same. Knowing full well that 47 has ICA behind him, the Franchise begins slowly picking off ICA members until 47 and Diana are the only two left. The Hitman comics portrayed Diana as a capable field agent in her youth, which surprised some, yet she is shown as a very proficient field agent in Blood Money. She infiltrates the Franchise as a double agent, winning Jack's trust to the point where he hires her as his personal nurse. This is how she learns of the Franchise's plans surrounding 47. Before they can procure him, she sedates 47 with a special death serum that makes him appear deceased. At his funeral, she supplies 47 with his signature silver ballers and kisses him on the lips, the lipstick containing an antidote to the serum. 47 promptly awakens and proceeds to eliminate all members of the Franchise. This is the second time Diana saves 47's life, only this time she has put her own life on the line countless times to do so. She also advises him as to why she has seemingly betrayed him.
Sorry, but this is the only way. You would have fought them whatever I said and you would have lost. You're buying me one more night.
Ultimately so he does not get himself killed on a suicide mission. This is a clear indication of how strong her affection for 47 has become. It is this point where their bond goes beyond that of a close collegial nature. Now, it is as if they are family.
Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.